It's just me, or does everything just seem so blown out today? Look at that. Hold on. Boo. Ha ha.
Oh.
Spooky, spooky. Everybody, welcome, my friends, to show that eventually ends. What's wrong? What happened?
Right before you went live, you stole my beverage.
You mean this one? The one that's
Yeah.
mine and you can't have? I got two. Technically, I got four. I got a little bit of show and tell for you tonight. I'll show you. Here, you can have it. It's all for you. Good evening, everybody.
That's my Mountain Dew.
Welcome to another night of Grim All Night.
Oh, I forgot I do that.
Basically,
I feel like it's been a while.
if you were old enough to remember this little show on television called USA Up All Night,
All night.
hosted by the strange Gilbert Gottfried or the 1990s beautiful Rhonda Shear.
So here's the thing.
We're nothing like that.
I've
We
thought
played
about
different
this
movies.
before. So it was hosted by Gilbert Gottfried, right?
Mhm.
And he always talked like this. Which is fine.
No, that was Monsters Inc.
No, I think it's modeled after him though. Was he even in any horror movies?
I don't think so. Well, why would it matter if he was in any horror movies?
You're hosting horror movies.
No, it wasn't always horror movies.
Actor.
It wasn't always horror movies. USA Up All Night wasn't always horror movies. Sometimes it was just like,
No,
hey,
sometimes
we're gonna
it was
have like beach
sci-fi.
body sexy stuff.
Well, there's usually death. There's usually dead things. You know?
Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Welcome. We've
Like the first time ever, I am not in my jammies.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm always in my pajamas.
I don't think I was in my pajamas last time.
No.
No. When we were at the hotel at the convention, yeah.
Hello, Cat Mom, Ben, Dustin, Kayla, Ben, Tom, DeBar. We know all you guys.
Is
Bob
Problem
Roma.
Child a horror movie?
It could be. Why
I
the
just
heck is
spit out
not?
my drink.
Wait, who spit out their drink? Why?
Because I talk like this.
Oh gosh, yeah, Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that really is like Monsters Inc. Though.
Jennifer,
That's
little
Roz.
baby Bubby, how you doing?
Yeah.
Mary Ann Wheeler, Jamaica Pitts, I think it's a sexy Sammy. I don't know. David Beckham, how you doing? Santa Claus, Heather McBroom, man, Walter, Arlene. They just keep coming in. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. I'm just kidding.
Affleck duck.
Affleck. All right.
Everyone can do the Affleck duck. That one should be really easy for everybody to impersonate.
We have some things to cover, some things to uncover,
Scott, hi!
some things to dig up. Scott, give me a few minutes. Got to go watch the McGregor fight real quick. Well, all right, everybody. Scott just came in to say hello, and that he'll be back because he's going to go watch sports. Yes. Green.
Ooh, which is a good time to mention as you guys roll in. Pardon me, I have the soda burps. We will be turning on the shop tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
And I will be adding t-shirt stock. We have green shirts right now. I do not have the orange or the glow in the dark, but I have green.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know.
Baby Goal's like,
it's loud in my head. It's like loud in my head.
It's loud in my ears.
It is loud in my ears, but I think I'm loud in my ears. That's why I'm yelling.
So everybody, Scott, our friend Scott, has left us to go watch sports. So when he comes back in, we're going to give him a hard time because that's what we do. The Grim Life Collective.
Jim never vomits at home.
I don't know.
Does he only vomit at work?
Hunter Biden, you were awesome. Bob Roma, hola colonola. All right, we have a lot of news. We have a lot of things to cover.
Hey, twins.
Hello, Texas. All right. Okay.
Wait, are you an actual twin? Do we have actual twins here? Because that's cool.
So I am Ray Wolfston says the link to the film is not working in the UK. I am so sorry. You know, we have friends in the UK that we've been reaching out to that we haven't talked to in months, and they have gotten back to us. They just disappeared off the face of the earth.
They're okay.
Yeah, we hope so. We're reaching out to them.
Oh, Dallas guy.
Dallas guy, what is tonight's theme? We're getting into that just
like as far
now.
as the movie, or like as far as what the hell I'm doing?
Well, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're
I
gonna
don't
get to it.
know.
We have to have a bit of a schedule in order to make this thing work.
Wait, let me pull my boobs in like a wire. It didn't work. I'm too pale. You can't see them. I don't wear bras very often, so I'm like very fascinated with my boob today.
Honk honk.
Would you like to wear my bra?
I'm fully stacked. I'm racking it. I'm like a pool game.
You're
Let's rack 'em.
racking it?
I don't know. What the hell.
Racking it. All right.
Yeah, racking it. Okay, so okay, first and foremost, before we go into anything else, who here
Okay, that counts.
who here is their very first Grim Up All Night watch party? We do things a little strange here, but we need to know
hate. We just miss you when you're gone.
who here is a Grim Up All Night virgin. Who here is this the very first Grim Up All Night? This is no, this is what we call a bad influence. Because of you, all these other people are like, oh man. Okay. For all of you who are really a Grim Up All Night virgin, yes.
Look my face.
You look like that dog off of TikTok. For all of you who are, and if you scroll through TikTok, you know exactly what. Do the dog face. Yeah, that's that one. Okay.
The little pug.
So Grim Up
So
All Night
ugly.
virgin is this. So let me explain a little bit. Maybe I've never done this. If you ever see Rocky Horror Picture Show live in the theater, when you watch the movie and the stage actors, if it's your very first time watching Rocky Horror Picture Show live, they call you virgins, and you have to be de-virginized, so to speak. So for those, we're big Rocky Horror Picture fans here. So for those of you who this is your first time, welcome. We do things a little bit differently.
Hi, Brian.
Brian, we would love to come to Gettysburg. I've been to Gettysburg many times. The Devil's Den and the Triangle Field is awesome. Jessup Pug.
Please, no.
Oh God. Gettysburg is like central Pennsylvania. We're gonna pass through it.
Anne Marie Marino.
Anne Marie Marino. I received my first post. Jinx, read it.
Jinx, you read it.
I'm so excited. Love you both. We love you too, Anne Marie Marino.
love you too.
Thank you for taking the time to help out the Grim Life Collective.
Exercise.
Right.
Oh,
Right. We got to get
so
through this.
cool.
We got to get through this.
do it.
Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So in order to successfully watch our watch parties, why did I say watch twice? It felt weird. In order to successfully watch our movie parties, live parties,
Hangout
you need to have two devices, like a cell phone and a tablet, or a TV and a cell phone, or a TV and a TV.
Browsers
right?
on a laptop.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, you can do one of two things or three of three things. Yes. One, you can either just hang out with us the entire night and say, screw the movie. The Grims amuse me. Or you can say, screw the Grims. They're boring. I just want to watch a free movie. Tonight's movie is called Slither. We're going to talk about it in just a moment.
Yeah.
Or if you want to, you can watch us and the movie, put the movie on mute or put us on mute, whatever you want to do. Basically, we're just here to hang out with you guys, have fun, answer questions, and introduce you to a movie you may or may not have seen. For instance, how many of you have seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Okay. Come on. Say yes or me or whatever. How many of you have seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Yes? Jessica, she saw Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, here's the thing. If you don't know this, the movie we're watching tonight is called Slither.
It started. There's like a delay when you're talking and like... It was like spinning the prize wheel. We just went by so fast.
Now, here's the awesome thing about tonight's movie. Slither is a horror movie directed by the guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy. His name is James Gunn. Guardians of the Galaxy is awesome. But when James Gunn, dips his feet, so to speak, into horror, you get a movie like this called Slither. It came out in 2006. And it's a great movie. And if I'm not mistaken, you ready for this? You ready for this? Yeah, James Gunn. James Gunn got his start making trauma movies. Now, if you know trauma, it's quite a surprise to think of James Gunn starting in trauma to directing some of the biggest blockbusters in movie history, Guardians of the Galaxy. So,
I always wondered where he started. I feel a lot of people start out in B films no matter what skill set you have. I think just everybody starts there because it's so hard to build up. Like, you have to build up your name, right? You got to start somewhere. And unless by some miracle your first movie is like a major motion picture,
or they go
like,
backwards, or they go
some
strange.
people do. Or they start from the bottom, go up to the top, and go, yeah, I don't like it up here. I'm gonna come back down to the barrel.
Like, you know the movie Fright Night? The original Fright Night, not the remake with Anton Yelchin, but the original, the guy who played Evil Ed. He went on to make adult movies. So if you thought Evil Ed was banging in the original Fright Night movie, you can watch him banging in other movies.
Trevino, are you
Thank you, Hunter.
What's it called?
Thank you.
Shit. Are you an identical twin or a fraternal twin?
Are you a real witch?
Or a bad witch?
Or a bad witch? Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Wait, a real witch or a bad witch?
Let's see if he floats.
Yes.
So does anybody have any questions about the watch party? Oh yeah, this is the important part. Their link to tonight's movie is pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of this movie. Click on it, get it ready. We are not watching the movie just yet. We have about 19 minutes before we watch the movie. Till then, we're just hanging out.
Tramp stamp reminder.
Oh yeah, tramp stamp.
Tramp
if
stamps.
at any time you get lost, because we're watching the same movie but on different devices, all you got to do is yell out tramp stamp. Now, type it so we can see it. But do yourself a favor and yell it out in your home, especially if you have family members who are asleep. Yell out and emphasize the word tramp and then stamp very slowly. So then quietly. So that way your mom or your grandma will be like, wait a second, who are you calling a tramp? And you'll be like, I'm just watching Grim Life. And they'll be like, oh, those guys. They're weird.
Okay, it's so stupid, but like I'm totally fascinated with Trevino right now because he says he's an identical twin, and I just think that's so fucking cool.
Okay.
You don't meet very many identical twins. It's neat.
Right? Crazy Manny.
So like,
thank you.
If you and your, I'm assuming, brother were to
sure, Bobby, it could be a
hug
drinking
me
game.
at the same time, technically it'd be a just sandwich.
Josh Panda.
I mean, if anyone were to hug me at the same time, it'd still be a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a. No, my brain's just not making sense.
So, hopefully we got all that covered. Every time we do these things, I always feel like we're completely unprepared. So you're welcome.
We're always unprepared. If you can't tell by the weird humor as we start out the night every night.
And you know me, I like going back to like my grade school days. I like doing a thing called show and tell. And I have 3 things today to show you. What?
Someone said they thought they saw a nipple. And I was like, no, they're in there.
No nipples.
No, I thought maybe it was yours.
It's weird. All right. So we got 3 things to show you. Yes, Efren Nava, I am drinking. Honk. Yeah, so Doug Updike, Saw movie Indiegogo up yet? It is not yet. We just got back to town late last night. We were on a road trip for about a week. We were supposed to be at Tom Devlin's Monster Museum's anniversary party today. We couldn't make it. We had to come back home for something, which is all right. Got everything worked out, but everything's good. So it will be up probably in the next week. So look for the Saw. We have an Indiegogo thing coming for something we're doing called Saw.
Hey, Robert.
Mr. Robert Blick. Hi, crazy people from the Grim Zone.
Ooh,
now
Grim
I'm slipping
Zone.
into the Grim Zone.
You know, someone kept asking me whether I preferred one nickname for you guys above another. And I said that I every time I say like a cute nickname for you guys or pet name, it's always different because nothing has like stuck with me yet to like one specific term I want to call you guys yet. And when it happens, I'll know it, but it just hasn't
We've been
happened
trying
yet.
to come up with something for 7 months.
Ooh,
Oh.
Juvenescent
Jake.
Did I say that right?
Filming locations. I do love that movie. When it comes to that, it's not high on our list, but everything, we want to visit every place. So I will keep it in mind. Thank you for the suggestion. Yes,
Bobby the Creep.
We do take suggestions from folks. We do travel a lot, and sometimes if we can, we let you guys know when we're going to be in certain areas.
Thank you guys. Thank you everyone who's saying that they love our channel and everything we do. We love you too. Hi Australia. Hi new subscribers. Hello everyone who is a virgin and everyone who is a veteran for the Grim Life channel. We love you guys. We can't say that enough. You know, you think we're awesome and we think you are awesome. You love us and we love you back.
Okay.
Just want to throw that out there because, you know, a lot of the comments do scroll by and we try to respond to them,
Yes.
but the chat room does move very fast. So I just want to throw that out there before you try to ask a question and I'm not able to respond to you when, you know, things get kind of busy.
So that goes in perfectly with what we need to talk about right now.
Lay it on them.
So I am Hop Frog.
Hop Frog.
Wife and I love the channel, love the vibe, etc. Keep up the great work.
Thank you
thank
so
you, you and your
much.
wife. Thank you guys for being a part of the Grim Life Collective. Now, some of you guys may have noticed in the chat room as it starts speeding by that you're going to start seeing these colored boxes pop out. We really try to go through and answer every single thing. If you want us to see your message and have it stuck in our face, almost so we have to acknowledge it regardless, we want to answer every question. Sometimes we can't. But you can do this thing called Super Chat, which helps out the Grim Life Collective. We travel. It helps pay for like admission for things, gas, rental cars, flights, hotels, different things like that. We have Super Chat set up. We have PayPal set up. We have a shop, an official store where you can buy t-shirts, stickers, and prints and all that jazz. Right now it is closed, but tomorrow it will be open. MJ, tomorrow. Our shop is opening up tomorrow, so keep an eye out. Right now, all we have in stock are green.
But I have all sizes, though. So we have sizes small to 4X. We got you covered, and we ship worldwide.
We have been filming non-stop. We just pretty much spent the past month on the road. We've done filming locations in Phoenix. We were in Area 51. We were up in Northern California. We were up in Oregon. We got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a backlog of videos that I'm trying to work through. So patient, please. Sometimes I can get them up day at one, very next day, one a day. We got a lot of big videos, big filming locations. So it might take a little bit longer.
Hello from Austin, Texas, says Hector Arce. When you come back to Austin? That is a very good question.
We are trying to be in at least Dallas in September for Texas Frightmare Weekend. We're trying to make that happen. I don't know if we're going to make it down to Austin, but if you are in the area and want to make the trip to Dallas to an awesome horror convention, come see us there.
So many people from Australia. Hello.
So keep that in mind. You can also join our Patreon club where we send you out personalized postcards. We have a lot of things happening. I know it's a lot to wrap your head around. So we just take it one day as it comes. But I do want to show
show and tell.
Show and
tell.
Do
that. And really quick, I'm going to say that Funkiege said, I just watched She's Out of My League. Notice you in the art gallery scene. Yes, Michael was an extra in that movie. And I think he kind of stole that scene. Quite literally, if I must say.
Yes, the story behind that is absolutely pretty phenomenal. I planned that scene. The directors of that movie, She's Out of My League, had a different story. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be in it.
Yeah, so the website is not live yet. It won't go live until tomorrow because I don't know how many of each size I have. So I still have to input the sizes. So tomorrow morning, probably about, say, 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is 9 a.m. California time, which is about noon if you're on the Eastern Seaboard. The shop will go live. We'll have our stickers and our T-shirts listed for sale tomorrow. Let's call it tomorrow afternoon. Because, the time.
We got to make sure all the counts are right so nothing gets screwed up.
So that nobody gets sold and we don't have any. We want to make sure we got our numbers right.
Heidi ho, Jessica and Michael. Ha, ha, ha. Tucson, Arizona here. I am the Grim Reaper. We did not make it to Tucson. We were in Phoenix, and we were filming pretty extensively in Phoenix. We were at Mad Monster Party. We did not film there, but we have some surprises coming straight from Mad Monster Party very, very soon. See, here's the thing. A lot of times people do these vlog videos. I hate the word vlog. I don't consider what we're doing a vlog. I don't. Sometimes we will film something in, let's say, Phoenix, Arizona, and then knowing 3 or 4 months down the line, we're going to be in a different city that something happened there that ties with Phoenix, Arizona. So we have these videos in work sometimes for weeks, sometimes for months, and we try to make them like a presentation. So no, I don't consider we do like vlogs. It's more like a show. With that being said, since we were back home, I thought it'd be a nice little thing to start doing, show people what we buy on the road. So
we don't always, though. Sometimes we pick up little knickknacks and sometimes we don't. But this time we did.
So we were in not Roswell. We were in Area 51, Rachel, Nevada. We went up. We did the Area 51 stuff. We went up to both gates during the base. We went to the black mailbox. We stayed in Rachel, Nevada. We did a whole bunch of alien stuff. And then on our way out, we stopped at a gas station and they had alien booze. Now, we bought a bunch of stuff. We bought a bunch of alien knickknacks, whatever you would call it. But these are really cool and I wanted to share them with you. So first up, we have a bottle of alien tequila. And I'm not a big tequila drinker and I'm probably never going to open it. But I at least wanted this bottle because it's got the alien head on it. And on the back, you can see it. I know it's like
a, what do you call it? That rainbow holographic thingy.
So I bought this.
Ooh.
See the alien head?
Thank you.
How freaking cool. Ooh, thank you. And then it doesn't end there. There was one more.
Oh, Shady Magician. Man, I love you guys. Major shout out to the YouTube algorithm for recommending your channel. I super enjoyed our Big Trouble in Little China episode. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you so much. That was a really fun one to do.
Thank you, Shady Magician. The next.
Russell, we have done that one. We did that video about 3 years ago.
What's that?
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, go ahead and find it. It's an old one. So there's also this one. This is an alien head. It's green vodka. And here's the lot.
Or is it vodka and the glass is just green?
The outer space.
I really don't know, actually.
I don't know. It might just be the glass.
I think just the glass is green. Yeah.
So here, let's bring it back. So yeah, we got this alien head.
Oh, so it's going by so fast.
I don't collect booze, but I just figure like, what the heck? Now the other thing, Jessica and I collect the strangest things. And we even have a P.O. box where we ask you guys, send us something strange and unusual. And some of you guys have sent us some pretty strange stuff. And some of you have sent us some pretty unusual stuff. And we love it all. Thank you. There's a few things in our collection, in our house, in our possession that we consider our most prized possessions.
Says, the mansion/haunting videos are particularly awesome. Love how there's a community for people like us who love the same strange, amazing film culture. Thank you so much, because sometimes we get a lot of slack for those, really. But, you know, it's something that we enjoy, and there is a whole culture that enjoys it, but there's always going to be someone who thinks what you do is weird, you know? And that doesn't mean that you're weird. It just means that they're not into it, and that's okay, too.
All right.
My chat is on a really slow crawl, but I can see it on yours way before I see it on mine. Robert Blick says, I am loving the Coven of Bunnies, a.k.a. Bunnygate. I loved Bunnygate. Man, I love that so much. It was so much fun. Laurie G says, love my Saturday nights with Grimm. Thank you all for what you do. Absolutely adore you.
Thank you, Laurie G. Thank you, Robert Blick.
Cheers. I'm not going to drink, but cheers.
So there's this organization out there called Scares That Care.
Scares That Care.
And Scares That Care is an organization where they take items or whatever, like horror autographs, and they auction them off, and they take the money from that, and they donate it to families. They pretty much adopt like 3 or 4 different families, people who are having issues, whether it's cancer or something like that.
They have specific categories that they choose families for every year. Yeah.
So they do these fundraisers, these auctions. And
no tram stamp yet. We haven't started the movie.
We're at Mad Monster Party, and they had something that both Jessica and I have been wanting for so long. And we had to buy it, and it was really pricey. It was probably one of the most priciest autographs we've ever bought. And we were okay with that because all of the proceeds went towards this foundation to helping these families. And we're like, you know what, that's really, really cool. Plus we get something really cool out of it. And it comes with a letter of certification and all this jazz. But so Tim Curry. Oh, here's the thing, my dude. Thank you once again. This is from the people at Scares That Care. Let me get this tag off here. I'm sorry. So Scares That Care organized, and this is their logo right here. They organized a signing with Tim Curry, who was Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, Pennywise the Clown. He was also one of Jessica's favorite movie, Legend, as well as the movie Clue. They organized this thing with Tim Curry, where I guess, Tim Curry donated his time and some autographs, 200 of them to be exact, to this organization. And we ended up, I guess, buying it for that. So now we have this Tim Curry autograph to go on our walls.
Yeah.
And Tim Curry is somebody that both Jessica and I have been wanting to meet for a long time. And if you know anything about him, he suffered a stroke. And he's not doing too well. We don't know if we ever will get to meet him. So this was very important for us. So this is going to go on our walls. And voila. I'm rambling.
A little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's a passionate thing. So Tim Curry doesn't come to the United States very much. And when he has, it's been a very limited engagement. And
fighting real monsters together. Scares That Care.
He's done so many things that we kind of, before the stroke, it was one of those things. It's like, do I want this signed autograph or do I want that signed autograph? And then he got ill, or rather, not ill, but he,
Ramble on. Montel Clark. Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
And I just love the way that they did it, because it was a montage. It was a picture unlike anybody else's.
Ooh,
and all the money goes to help these families that are... we spent some time with them. And we just really thought what they did is very beautiful, and we love the organization. So I think it was money well spent. Sorry, Montel Clark, thank you very much, sweetheart.
Italy is the correct answer.
England versus Italy in the football, soccer. What's your prediction? Italy is the correct answer. P.S. I like how you say my name. Ooh. Ooh. You just sound like a monkey.
That's what it is.
I'm going to say, I don't know if England has ever won any football games, so I'm actually going to go say Italy as well, because I don't follow English football, but it sounds like Italy probably has won more than England, and I don't know if that's true, but it just sounds right, doesn't it? Yeah.
Hey.
Have you seen In the Mouth of Madness? Of course we've seen In the Mouth of Madness.
Never heard of it. Sam Neill, if he's in that movie, such a weird actor.
You're a weird actor.
Such a weird actor. I'll tell you what, after I watched that movie, I wanted to wear hospital scrubs with little crosses written on them for weeks.
Can you guys
My mom yelled at me.
Of the shooters and crime scene locations of the Columbine High School massacre in Colorado? One of these days it will happen. Yeah, Colorado is pretty far from us, but one of these days it's on our bucket list. We have this very long list of places that we want to visit. There is no rhyme or reason to why we go to certain states and certain locations first, but that is definitely something that will happen in time. Has England won more? See, I have no idea.
Bobby G, Orlando. We're going to be in Orlando October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for Phantasm Orlando.
I actually bought these ears from someone who specializes in making these. She made a pair of Halloween ears, and they're like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. What?
You bought those ears?
I'm sorry. Michael bought these ears for me.
No.
Hi, Sean. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean Klein.
You're number one.
You're not. It's like a little
So if I didn't
samurai.
buy them and you didn't buy them, what are you trying to get me to say?
They're made from pumpkin kids.
Incorrect. But we did a video on the Halloween Depot pop-up. I don't remember what we titled the video.
Oh, that's whenever we met Terrifier.
Yeah. In that video, you actually see me buy these specific
Doc Matthews.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head because it has an interesting spelling, but it's something like Boutique by Beatrice. But Boutique is spelled non-traditionally. So you can find her on Instagram and you will not be disappointed with what she makes. Every time I see her table, I have to buy something because they're just so well done.
You guys ready for this? I'm going to rock your world. You ready?
Matthew says, who the heck else knows what Tim Curry is up to and pays homage to his work? Clue is underrated. Yes, it is. Besides us. I seem to follow the same interest. We did a video on Clue because that is one of the movies that I grew up with the most. And it wasn't
filming
my
locations.
First introduction to Tim Curry, but it was probably my second, the first being Legend, you know?
Do you know that Tim Curry, aside from being in countless movies and TV shows, that he was also a musician? And if you go on YouTube, he has two music videos and they are phenomenal. One's
Shady
called I Do the
Magician.
Rock, and the other one's called Paradise Garage. All right, guys. Go ahead.
Magician says you guys really should go to Dallas and explore Lee Harvey's footsteps and explore the grassy knoll and school book depository.
So, Shady Magician, yes, we will.
Scott's back.
When we went through Dallas, we purposely skipped that because we went searching for something a little bit deeper and darker. We retraced the steps of the lives of Bonnie and Clyde when we were in Dallas. Like, people have been to their grave and where it happened, but we went to like everything from their school to where they hung out, where they worked. We recreated the lives of Bonnie and Clyde in
Tim
Dallas.
Curry was a legit singer. Like he had a band. He sang in like half of his movies.
So who here in this chat room finds it absolutely necessary to leave this amazing chat and all you people to go watch sports? Who finds it absolutely necessary?
Well, I see where this conversation's going tonight.
Sports. Okay.
I have not been to Alcatraz, but Michael has.
Yes. Well, no, I have not. We've seen it. Never been there.
I thought you'd been there.
No.
Oh.
All right. Real quick. I'm sorry. We'll continue talking. We'll continue rambling.
Oh, happy.
Hold on. We got to get the movie started. We'll get to it. It's 9:31. We're already a little late. Guys know where the movie link is. It's pinned to the top of the chat as well in the description. So get it ready. We're going to do a little countdown. We're going to go. Ready? Get it ready. We're going to get it ready. 3, 2, 1. You know what? You can go sit in the other room.
You go sit in the other room.
Fine.
Time for bath time.
Okay, bye.
Wait,
We're trying something.
we don't have the volume.
I think it's in the couch.
I found it.
At Zulily,
So loud.
we bring you daily deals on your favorite
It is pretty
brands
loud.
at prices
Okay.
up to 70% off.
Continue.
Start shopping today at Zulily.
So a lot of people are saying that they never got into sports. I am one of the people who could never sit still during a sports game. However, I played sports growing up. I played a lot of volleyball, badminton, soccer. I actually played a lot of soccer growing up. I was a runner. I was actually a little bit athletic growing up.
Ooh.
Baby Gold is spot on. Baby Gold knows her football. I need to change my username. Any suggestions? Ooh.
I say spooky.
Spooky.
So you like spooky. Like sookie. Like spooky.
Spooky.
You said spooky. SPOOKIE. Spooky. Like True Blood.
Spooky.
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 Vampire Male.
Vampire Male. You will not be a diamond member now. Oh.
Wait, what happened? Oh, you will
made
not
fun
be a
of his
diamond member
sports.
now.
You can't make fun of
It's
a
okay.
man's sports.
It's okay.
That's like making fun of his favorite video game.
All right.
It's the same thing. Just one's in person and one isn't, and one you can control and one you can't.
Scott. No, I'm not going to say that. See, I'm nice. I was going to say something really, really bad.
Text it to him.
Wait, how does he know that we were talking about him? I said, leave him to go watch Scott.
He was here. And he's not deaf.
Well, he can't hear us. There's no microphone.
We have a microphone.
Who?
It's right there.
Where?
Oh my god.
Oh, right there?
Oh, Jesus.
So Tiffany Treadway asks, have you met Corey Feldman? It's funny you say this.
I haven't.
Because Sheska hasn't, but I have. Now, Corey Feldman, you're probably going...
Oh, sorry to everyone who says they can't get the movie in their country.
Corey Feldman, if you are watching this or somebody says, hey, Corey Feldman, the Grimms were talking about you, you're going to know I'm speaking the truth. So my mind is blown with your Tim Curry knowledge. What does it say?
Doc Matthews, take my hand.
Legend on the some of the biggest films of my childhood, masters of the youth film comedy. Aw.
Won't you take a poor sinner's hand? Yeah. Are you ready?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah.
I'm listening.
So I was living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I drove to Cleveland, Ohio to see a band called Corey Feldman and the Faith Movement. Yes, Corey Feldman had a band. He still does, but now he does his band with the Corey Feldman and the Angels or something like that. But back in the day, it was Corey Feldman and the Faith Movement. Taylor Elizabeth, are you guys going to have a merch restock soon? My brother and I are dying for some shirts. Love you guys. Tomorrow, Taylor Elizabeth, tomorrow, the store opens back up.
My middle name is Elizabeth.
And green is the only shirts we have right now. We have more coming, but the monster green are going to be in. So keep in mind.
Panda, you know me too. Well.
So Corey Feldman sucked so bad. Like absolutely horrible.
Like live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the majority of the house left. Like he was gonna come out.
That's pretty bad.
And do like a signing, like a meet and greet over at his table. And the whole night I hung out with his wife at the time. Right? I think it was his wife or his girlfriend. She was really cute. She was very cute. And I was just like, I hung out with her at the table.
Yeah.
And then when everybody left, there was maybe like me and 5 other people at the end of the show. It was a crowded room. And he refused to come out. He was so embarrassed. So I didn't get to meet him that night, but I saw him perform.
Solomon Kane, we have 3X. We have up to a 4Xer. Have you guys ever done the original Halloween filming locations? We have, as a matter of fact. It's been about 2 years now.
And I think it's about time we do some again.
We can always revisit. I do like to revisit some places. Was he dancing like Michael Jackson?
No. Probably. All right, ready for this? So imagine.
Dustin, that's a good question.
So when Corey Feldman and the Faith Movement started playing, Corey Feldman was not on the stage, but there was a whole bunch of mist, right? Like smoke, like fog machine.
Scott!
Shirt for Taylor who donated. Aw, shoot. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Taylor. Honk, honk.
You have to tell her how to get in touch.
Yes. Go to grimlifecollective.com, Taylor. Grimlifecollective.com. It's the official store. There's no products on there right now. We have the green in stock, but at the very, very bottom, you're going to find a contact button. Click that and email us your information and who you are tonight, and we'll confirm and make it all happen.
Aw, Shane, thank you.
So Corey was nowhere on stage, but as the music started playing, he rose up from the underneath the stage, and he was wearing this hat that looked like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. He came out like this. He started dancing, and it was really weird.
I mean, I remember he did that as part as his Corey's Angels thing too. He likes making that kind of an entrance where he's like, a big singer like Christina Aguilera or something, or Britney Spears.
I find it absolutely hilarious that the dude is like Michael Jackson, but not. But is, but not. Stacy Taylor, Carrie filming locations are coming. We've been doing a lot of research on it, so get ready. Not for a while though. We have maybe 21 videos in backlog that we're still trying to work through. So we got some awesome stuff.
If you can, send me a message on Twitter.
What happened?
Aaron said that he didn't get his shirt that I sent out.
Oh.
So when people buy shirts from the website, I can actually input the tracking number there. When someone does a giveaway, or like when Scott buys shirts for people and we do a giveaway, they are also tracked. However, I do not have a way to keep the tracking information when it's typed out by hand instead of being printed out or saved through the store. I will try my best. There's been a lot of missing packages lately. I'm still trying to track a package that has not made it there in 5 weeks. And that
the big one.
That was a really big package. I'll see what I can do. Just send me a message. We'll work it out. Hi, Violet.
Violet from Russia. Thank you, darling. Doc Matthews.
Is it Privet or Privet?
Privet.
I can't roll my R's. Seriously, you guys are into all the same stuff and know the same references. LOL. If you say you both read Image Comics, I lose my freaking mind. I do. I love Image Comics. I love Image Comics more than I love Marvel and more than I love the other one. I can't remember who the fuck they are. But Image Comics actually has always been my favorite comic supplier. They have always done the better stories, in my opinion. So lose your freaking mind, man. I did say really big package. Yeah, he's not in here tonight, I don't think. Oh, thank you, Tessie. But one of our other
Somebody asked what I was drinking.
Grim Lifers had placed a really big order, and the tracking address is stalled in the middle of like Indiana or something since like the 8th of last month. And I've like repeatedly opened cases. No, Scott, yours hasn't shipped yet. Yours is gonna ship on Monday. I don't trust shipping stuff on the weekends because you have to like leave it there instead of like it being handed off. Yeah, we can show you if you want. I know where it is.
So when we were at Mad Monster Party in Phoenix, Arizona, we had the opportunity to sit and talk with Matthew Lillard and Skeet and Jamie Kennedy, all from the movie Scream. And Jamie Kennedy and we did a little collaboration with Jamie Kennedy, and it's going to be coming out in a couple weeks. So once we start getting further closer to the release date, I'm going to start talking about it a lot more. But look for something coming soon with Grim Life Collective and Jamie Kennedy and the movie Scream, just so you know. So we were there, and Scott in chat is also a big fan of the movie Scream, just like us. So we had some things signed, and we also got him something signed.
Hey,
so
thank you, sweetheart.
Since Matthew Lillard and Skeet were the people who originally wore the Scream mask, we had them sign us for Scott. So up here it says to Scott, Skeet, it was Billy, and then Matthew signed it. Let's see if I had this up. Scott, Matthew Lillard, who played Stu. So this is coming to you in the mail very, very soon, Scott. And you better put this on your wall with spotlights, guard dogs, all that other crazy shit. Remember whenever like The Simpsons, whenever Bart Simpson would like hook a little like electrical current to his Butterfinger? It's got to look like that. So
Mike
this is coming to you.
Asked if you've seen the movie Squirm. I'm the artist formerly known as Alcohol has taken hold. Take advantage of my inhibition and lose purse strings. Thank you, Mike Patton. I don't think I have seen the movie Squirm. Stormy says, greetings from Texas. I have to ask, were you in She's Out of My League? Love your channel and so happy I stumbled upon your channel.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen Squirm, and I can't answer the second one.
So She's Out of My League. I'm in it quite a bit. You can see a close-up of me inside the art gallery, but if you look closely, there's 4 other areas in that movie where you can see me. I was an extra in pretty much all the extra scenes from that movie. And you're welcome, Scott. We love you, man.
Matthew says the slow sip of the drink whilst Baby Ghoul finishes talking. Outstanding. He has so much patience for me.
Who?
You.
What?
They're talking about you. Some bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man, there's so many things I want to tell you guys. Should I say some things like upcoming videos since we have so much on the back order?
That's really up to you.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Okay.
Oh, thank you, squad.
I'm going to give you guys, I typically don't do this, but I've been drinking.
Damon Davis, are you going to do a Love Witch, Eureka, California?
Not anytime soon.
Tramp stamp.
But thank you for the suggestion.
I actually don't think I know that one.
11 minutes and 55 seconds.
Hi, everybody. Just joining and saying hello. Hi. Thank you for joining.
No. What? Okay, so.
Oh, last year's Halloween episode. That was a lot of fun. That was a bridal gown that I found at a thrift store. It was like $30 and I couldn't say no. Still have it somewhere.
I have not been drinking alien tequila. So this is the vodka and this is the tequila. I am not going to open these. I've got a little bit of vodka and a little bit of cranberry. That's it. Keep it as, you know what? I am going to keep it as a surprise. Don't worry.
Ghost hugs.
What? Oh,
ghost hugs. And it says ghost hugs. I love ghost hugs.
Can I say at least one thing? Can I tell you one thing? Just one
I'm
thing.
never the one that
So-
tells you that you can't.
so
You're
I-
trying to keep
so-
secret.
I'm going to keep it all a secret except for one because I have to get it edited and I have to get it up. And I think it's very cool that we did this.
Okay, so John Silvers just said, I wondered what you both think of the new Fear Street movies. Does that tie into it?
No,
Okay.
but we'll tell you about it.
Okay.
So the new
Someone
Fear
find these
Street
things,
movies.
please.
We saw the first Fear Street movie. It was awesome. The second Fear Street movie, phenomenal.
I loved them.
I even
I really
told
loved
Jessica afterwards, and I said, I think that was probably the best written horror movie I've ever seen. What's that?
Mike C8888 says, how many fingers is he holding up?
What?
How many fingers is he holding up?
One. So today, when we got done with everything that we needed to take care of, Netflix this weekend has created a pop-up, a
Wow.
Fear Street pop-up. And we went there today and we did some filming, and hopefully I'm going to have that video up tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm going to have it up tomorrow.
Man,
It was really
so
cool. Basically, it was a Fear Street
A miniature
R.L.
haunted
Stein
house.
haunted house down
Yeah.
on Melrose Avenue right here in West Hollywood.
I had
It
to
was cool.
scream at least 3 times, and it wasn't like laughing kind of, haha, I'm having a fun time, and oh, you caught me. Like, they really fucking got me, man. Like,
Yeah.
the first time they caught me, someone came up behind me, didn't see him coming at all, and I screamed bloody murder. It was awesome. It was great. Yeah. If you're in LA or around the LA area, they have
Thank
like
you,
a
Em. Oh, you're talking about her.
they have
God
a
dang-
whatchamacallit, what?
M likes your hair and your
Oh,
ears. Thank you, M.
I matched today. I matched your shirt even.
Everything
Yeah,
spins.
we're really excited for the third movie too.
Scott and M, we do see everything. We try really, really hard to get everybody.
Thanks,
we try.
M23.
Oh yeah. So I have.
Oh, that's rude. That's okay. You can call me annoying if you want.
Somebody said you're annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a no-no. You don't do
I'm-
that.
You know what? I'm called annoying
Doc
fairly often
Matthews.
in our videos. You guys don't think that we get hate
Ayatollah
mail, but
of
really
rock
do.
and roll. We lost our cat Lovey 2 days ago. Tonight's episode is really helping us. We love you guys. Rock and Teresa. I'm sorry, Rock and
sorry about your
Teresa.
kitty cat.
I'm glad that we are here.
This is the best Saturday night I've had in a while. So great to hear you two navigate a live chat with us who want to hang out with you. Thank you, Doc Matthews. You're so sweet. I'm glad that you guys can actually come and hang out with us and, like, you know, be around your horror family, you know?
Do you guys... I have 2 more things to say, and then I'm done for the night.
Okay.
1. No. I changed my mind.
Are you getting shit faced?
I'm not getting shit
I
faced.
love you.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Slovakia.
Slovakia. Nostalgia.
Good evening.
I don't think that's correct. That was
It's
Russian.
not. All right. So I'm going to give you guys...
I love you too.
I want to talk to you about a video we have coming up. I am very, very, very proud of this video. And everybody I've talked to, I said, hey, have you heard of this? Thinking that, oh my God, people are going to think this is really cool. And then they just look at me like I've never heard of that guy before. And I'm like, what? How's this hell? Okay, so.
Fear Street, which one should I start with? Well, it's a 3 mini series. Start with the first one.
Yes, they're all tied together. 2 days ago, we were in Las Vegas and we got a private
You guys are
tour
so sweet.
of the Mob Museum. Oh, I already posted about this on Instagram.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. You can talk to them about it.
So
Hi, England.
2 days ago, we had a private tour of the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. It was given to us by the one and only, well, the grandson
Hi, Anime Freak.
of mobster Meyer Lansky. Now, I think that's really freaking cool. Some people are like, who the hell's Meyer Lansky? Well, Meyer Lansky was basically the accountant for the mob. He was best friends with Ben Siegel, the guy who pretty much got Las Vegas up and running, created the Flamingo Hilton, and then the Flamingo Hotel. Because of Meyer Lansky, Ben Siegel's life was spared a couple times until he was, assassinated here in Hollywood. But Meyer Lansky's grandson and us walked through the mobster museum, and he told us stories about his grandfather and shared some really, really interesting stuff
He was
about.
a cool dude, man. Like, you ever meet someone who has like a really gravelly voice, but it's like so soft you could just listen to it for like hours?
Yeah.
He had like one of those. Like, if he were ever cast in a movie, you would obviously know why he was cast as a mobster because he has a mobster voice, even without knowing that he was related to a mobster. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like, you wouldn't even have to know his history. You just hear him talk and you're like old school. He's got that, you know, you just
Thank you.
dropping things
So
over.
in a couple of days, that video will come out, and it's really interesting. Like we weren't planning it, but
Tramp stamp.
16 minutes and 20 seconds. We weren't planning it, but I guess there's a movie starring Harvey Keitel about Meyer Lansky's life on Amazon Prime. We had no clue when we reached out to him. And I think it's really freaking awesome that, you know,
Potatoes.
that we got to meet this guy. I mean, his family,
he's so
his
cool.
grandfather was freaking famous.
My favorite food is potatoes.
And we just got to, I felt very honored being in his presence and just being able to be there. And I remember sitting there, I remember thinking we were walking through the museum, and they have bricks from the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Like the wall.
The wall. They have the actual wall with the bullet holes in this museum.
Yeah.
And I remember we walked up on it, and Meyer Lansky turned to me and he was like, "You're going to love this. This is probably the most chilling thing in here, right?" And I remember thinking, I was like, look where this YouTube world has gotten us.
Yeah.
Jessica's from St. Louis. I'm from Pittsburgh,
I'm from
Pennsylvania.
St. Louis, Missouri. Grew up, born and
We've
raised.
had so many bad things
Trish
happen
Ash.
to us in our life.
Happy Halloween from Mr.
And-
Trish and Miss Barbara. Thank you, sweetheart.
And here we are
Answer.
in Las Vegas, Nevada, getting a personal tour of the history of Las Vegas by a Lansky. Like that's huge.
By a mafia descendant.
Yeah. And not just anybody. I mean, like a well-known freaking person. Like it was cool. Scott.
Joey Leeper says,
Have a good
are
night,
you guys
man.
coming back to Florida in October, right? For meet and greet? We are. We are going to be at the, I forget what this one's called.
Phantasm
Orlando. We are going to be there as special guests, and we will be doing a panel.
Yes. So what that means, our video on our meeting with Tom Savini
Good night, Scott. Love you, sweetheart.
has been entered into a film festival
We love you too.
in Florida. So there's a very good chance that when we get there, we're going to play the movie. We're going to do a Q&A after that, so it might win an award.
Oh, my back. Oh.
Isn't it weird how Scott just shows up and then he disappears?
Hi.
Mr. Scott.
Well, someone said something and I missed it. Oh, thank you so much.
Will our panel be filmed? Yes. Trash Panda, we're going to do whatever we can to film it and get it up on the internet for you guys, because why wouldn't we do something like that? We're very honored and very thankful that the people at Phantasm Orlando are taking the chance on us and making it happen. So, which night is the panel? It's Saturday.
You know, I think everybody knows his character from The Walking Dead, Daryl's brother. But I think this is probably the movie where I remembered his face. Like, because he's been in a lot of movies. He started acting pretty young, and he's usually like the bad guy. But here he was like the soft husband. You know, the man who was just love-struck and hurting, you know?
You know what I remember him by?
What?
Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
I
Where he
can't place
played
him
like
in that.
Henry Lee Lucas.
That's awesome. It's just, you know, when you start to recognize actors' faces, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Switzerland. That's awesome. Good night.
Somebody says make your own friggin' channel.
Dude, I got ADHD. Like, you know how hard it is for me to do anything?
Uh-oh.
Like, art, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm here for, like, comic relief most of the time. Like, Michael is the one that really puts all this together. He does all the editing. He does our road maps and our itineraries and everything like that.
All graphic design.
Lakers Today really wants me to shut my mouth. Wow. Why would you even come to our channel if you don't want to hear us talk?
Can we like say goodbye to Lakers today?
Yeah, I think I can actually it's not exactly banning them, but it says hide user from this
Mhm.
channel, which I'm just going to go ahead and do.
Yes, Arlene, we are going to be at Scare Fair on October 30th. No. Yes, Scare Fair, October 30th. Michael, favorite Tales from the Crypt. So, Jay, I love Tales from the Crypt. The TV show was awesome. Well, the beginning was awesome. When they eventually moved the production of Tales from the Crypt to the UK, it really started to kind of go downhill because they started. Now, here's why Tales from the Crypt started going downhill.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
So, Tales from the Crypt, when it first began, it was filmed here in the US, and they had a lot of like really awesome A-list actors doing cameos in it, or being in it. And then whenever for some reason they lost money or something, they moved the production over to the UK and they started using UK actors and actresses. Nothing against the UK and their entertainment industry, but it's nothing like here in the States. So it just didn't really fit well. It went from having...
It felt completely different.
Yeah.
And then the celebrities were completely different. And they were pandering to an American audience. And at the time, they didn't know who these celebrities were. Now, in Britain, they would have, for sure. But they were pandering the show and broadcasting the show in America. And then they started showing all these British actors and actresses. And Americans had no idea who they were. No fault of the British, I mean... They're just as renowned as people here, but it was a bad crossover time.
So Cliff says, what do you think of the 1972 Tales from the Crypt film? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Tim Curry in that movie?
Hmm?
The 1972 Tales from the Crypt film?
Was he?
I think he was. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but my favorite Tales from the Crypt movie is Demon Knight.
Ooh, Jennifer, that's a really big question. I get my stuff from a lot of different people. Yes, he's blocked. Sorry, guys. Like, sometimes when the chat goes by really fast, I do miss people in their comments, but that one happened to be popping out because we have a few filters on the chat. Two filters, for a specific language. So it gets held in review. And sometimes I really miss it. And, I'm sorry if I miss things that bother you guys. Sometimes you got to point it out to me.
Yeah, Fear Street. We did a pop-up today from Netflix. We filmed it on Fear Street, so it's coming.
Couple.
Who?
I completely didn't. My brain read her words and said something different. You two are the cutest together. Love your videos. Oh my God, you read it.
Jessica, you look beautiful as always. Thank you for entertaining my Saturday night. Well, thank you for being you. You're awesome. We love you.
Ooh, Hitchcock movies. Mike Patton. Yes, of course.
Mr. Patton. I love Hitchcock.
Trisash, I'm sorry, but we can't take orders for shirts right now because I have no way of taking your information properly and getting the tracking properly done. So I'm sorry, but you have to wait until tomorrow afternoon until the shirts go live through the website.
Oh, wait, Scott's back. Wait, did you...
He said he was going to bed. He did not go to bed.
Scott, did you see the latest news on Bloody Disgusting? That they're doing a celebrity baseball team and Kane Hodder is going to be a catcher?
Guys, this is not true. This is an inside joke before everybody gets all up in arms and confused. This is fake news. It is an inside joke between Michael and Scott.
I am 100% Halloween and Scott is 100% Friday the 13th. So we constantly mess with each other about who's the best slasher.
Hopefully we'll have bigger stickers soon. I would really like to get that done.
You guys ready? Who's the best?
Tramp stamp.
Tramp stamp. Who's the best?
I love Nathan Fillion.
2435. Who's the best? Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees?
Yeah,
go ahead, type it in. Myers or Jason? Myers or Jason? Who's the best? Let us have it.
By the way, there is no way for us to tally the results. So
I just want to see it
by looking and seeing who says. However, so far Jason's winning. Almost everybody said Jason. Wow.
No, look at that. Wonka.
Jason,
Wonka, Michael,
Michael.
Look at that.
My chat can't even keep up with it.
Make it rain like the blood of Crab Crystal Lake.
I might have to call it a draw because there's no way. It seems equal. Pinhead, yes. It seems like it's a little bit equal because you see a whole bunch of Jasons and you see a whole bunch of Michaels. And By the way, this Michael's birthday is in 2 days.
Shush your mouth.
You shush your mouth.
No,
You
we were
shush
not going to talk about that.
About your birthday? Oh yeah, I came up with a song. Happy, happy birthday. I'm so glad you came. Happy, happy birthday from the Grim Life Gang.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. My birthday's on Monday. I will be 42 years old. 42 years young. Thank you
So, like,
very
everyone's
much.
like, who would win in a fight? Jason or Michael? And the thing is didn't they not have that movie already? They're both immortal. They're all three
Yeah,
of them
Jason
are
versus
immortal.
Freddy.
Whatever. They're still immortal.
Oh, shoot. Yes.
Jason goes to space.
That was Jason X.
Michael Myers didn't go to space.
Yeah, because you know why?
He goes to...
He doesn't have to go to space because Michael Myers is awesome. So
Mike Patton says, what's the difference between Mike and Jason really? Having said that, Michael Myers all the way.
So, Scott, are you still here?
One's out in the middle of the woods and one is in your neighborhood.
So, this is the
Basically.
collection that we got. We ended up buying it used. It was probably about half off. I know some of you guys have paid full price for it. We didn't. We bought it at a used place. Everything was in mint condition. So, and it's got them all. They're not in order, but they got every single Friday the 13th movie on Blu-ray. It's the Scream Factory release.
My birthday's in April, guys.
Cha-cha.
Most of you guys were here for it.
It's out of focus.
Oh, happy birthday, Victor.
So thank you guys for all the happy birthdays. Seriously, thank you. It's not until Monday.
Yes, we will
But
still be
this is the
doing something
closest.
we will be doing another Halloween special, but I don't think we've said yet what we're going to be doing. I don't think we even know yet what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, we do. The Halloween special.
You
It's
always
confirmed.
know. I always forget.
So here's the thing. This is how ready we are. Ready?
Oh,
Ready?
that's so fast.
I know the city. I know the state we're going to be filming it. And it is going to be filmed on October 13th.
Feliz Navidad. Bum, bum, bum. Feliz Navidad.
Thank you, guys. Every single one of you.
Feliz Navidad. Espero año felicidad. And I don't think I'm saying that right. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry.
There's no need to be sorry. Thank you. Thank you all.
I know I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly because I just kind of say what it sounds like. The new Candyman? No, I'm not drinking Red Bull. I'm having a Baja Blast Mountain Dew. It's
So-
my favorite.
If you think about it like this, ready?
Christmas in July.
You ready for this? Let's break down Friday the 13th and Halloween to what they are. Scott, are you still with us? Because what I'm about to say is very important.
What is your birthday wish? They want to know.
My birthday wish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound. You don't want me to answer that. My.
Natalie, hi, honey.
I don't want to
Thank you,
sound
sweetheart.
cheesy or anything like that. But like every single day, I am thankful for every single day that like I get to live and do what we do on YouTube.
Twins.
It blows me away. So that's my
Yeah.
birthday wish. Like I'm living my
Yeah.
birthday wish every single day. So
Bigger ears. I know.
no.
It could be done. I could get bigger ears. I don't think you can get bigger ears, though. I'm an Aries. I don't feel like
I'm a human.
I don't think like me being an Aries really describes me though.
So
Now
Scott,
that it's stuck in my head.
let's break this down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the movie Halloween and the movie Friday the 13th both start off with both killers being kids.
And boobs.
Yes. Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, Scott. Need I remind you? You ready for it? You ready for it? Jason Voorhees was a kid who was bullied and left alone and ended up drowning and dying. Basically, he was a wimp who ended up getting revenge because guess what? They killed his mother.
I have a lot of
Halloween,
energy.
Michael Myers He was just psychotic right from the get-go. He's like, I'm gonna walk into my sister's room.
It's
Look,
always
she's
gonna
got
be green.
boobs. I'm gonna kill her right then and there. So by default, Michael Myers more has his shit together, right? Now, with that being said, the very first time that you see Friday the 13th, he's not killing anybody.
Boob stabs.
Michael Myers is just slashing and gashing right from the get-go.
I slash him and I
So-
gash him.
That was Scream. Well, scary movie.
It counts. We're talking about slashing and gashings. My birthday is April 3rd. Michael's is in 2 days, July 12th.
Yes.
And our anniversary is May 1st.
Wait, our anniversary? Are we married or something? Man, this is weirding me out.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Again and again. Yeah. Oh, God.
Los amo cabrones.
Mark Havener, hello to you as well.
Did I say that right? Because I'm terrible at pronunciations.
So that's why I consider Michael Myers to be superior over Jason. Jason, much respect. Much respect. Michael Myers.
So
Michael Myers ain't no mama's boy.
it is past midnight for some of you. So technically for you guys, his birthday is in 1 day. But for us, it's only 10 p.m. on the 10th. We haven't gotten there yet. Happy belated birthday. Oh, wait, no. We haven't hit August yet. Happy early birthday. Ooh.
Daniel Beckham asks, how many years have we been married?
5.
Yes. You know what that means?
What?
I thought it was 4.
No.
I'm kidding.
Pretty sure it's 5.
5. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, everybody, for the happy birthday wishes.
Is it 5?
It's 4.
Is it 4? Wait, okay. We got married in what, 2017? Stop it. I will pull out our marriage certificate because you know I can't remember the year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do not have a concept of time. I do not have a good memory. I am ADHD. I have a lot of learning disabilities. Look, I don't know when the hell we got married, okay? It's been 4, 5, 6 years. It's one of those 3.
It's been 13.
No. That I know is a lie.
It's 4.
Is it 4? Okay.
It's all right. It's a good thing. She's thinking ahead.
It means, I plan on keeping you
Aww.
at least another year.
I threw up a little in my mouth. It hit the back of my teeth and
Ew.
bounced back.
Oh God, stop.
I was like,
That's disgusting.
Right?
Can I get a hungry baby bird face? What is a hungry baby bird face?
I don't know, but let's
Oh
see
God,
it.
I think we did that once. No, I'm not doing it.
Let's see it one more again. Come on.
No.
Come on, this is
No.
great. My birthday wish is to see a hungry bird face. Rock it. Let's do it.
I'm not doing it. When is our next Patreon live? I don't have a date in mind yet, but it will be soon.
Yes, we have. Sorry about this. We skipped the last one. I do apologize about that, guys. Ran out of days, really.
Did you say we ran out of titties?
Ran out of titties. Everything stops. Had to go to the store. Ran out of
Good night,
titties.
Savage. We are not going to have any children. We are actually incapable of having children.
I was making a sandwich. Had to stop. Ran out of titties.
Yeah. No. Doesn't scare Michael for what? Why should Michael be afraid of me?
Doug, why should I be scared?
Hey, St. Louis Anger. I was born and raised in St. Louis.
Yes, Robert
They say
Gonzalez. I
that
did
if
interview
your
him.
significant other doesn't scare you a little bit,
She doesn't scare me. She weirds
then
me out.
I forget what it's supposed to say. I don't know. ADHD. Hi.
So Eddie
I
Spaghetti.
keep knocking over my tablet. Why? I don't know.
Eddie Spaghetti. Did you make? How did you come up with that name, Eddie Spaghetti? Amanda Kohler, have you thought about visiting upstate New York? We'll love the Thousand Islands. They're gorgeous, German-style cat. So romantic. You know what, Amanda? I would love to visit upstate New York.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet either. Thank you so much. I think it was a mistake not to take the grenade. Oh, what is that from? I know that. Yay! Thank you to everybody coming in and saying they just discovered us recently. Always love adding more people to the Grim Life family. Squirrel!
Daniel Beckham, you watch your mouth.
What? Where? What'd I miss? Oh. Them's are like fighting words, man.
Daniel Beckham, you're going to be dead to me.
By the way, we actually got to meet our friend in the chat, David Beckham. He came and saw us at one of the conventions. What'd I say?
He said David.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Daniel Beckham came to Mad Monster Party. There were so many freaking people that were going to be there. Famous folks. The cast of Scream. And Daniel was really excited about meeting us.
Yeah, and it was so sweet.
As well as meeting all these other people.
Check your phone.
Felt very honored. Who?
Scott says check your phone.
Scott?
He probably told you to suck a dick.
Scott.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, jeez.
Who that?
Nancy Stevens from Halloween.
Is that the mom?
No.
There wasn't a mom.
That's really cool.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Mr. Scott, are you watching us in your car?
Yes. We will definitely be coming to England. We are planning for it to be in about a year. Pardon me, I have hiccups. We have a very large itinerary already planned out for England. We need to get our passports and things like that and save up for it, but we have our sights set on coming to England, to the UK rather, because we will travel around a lot, in about a year.
July.
How did the Philip Anselmo
in July we'll be in
interview
UK.
come out? Who's Philip Anselmo?
Phil Anselmo is the lead singer to the band Pantera.
Oh!
Now, like a lot of you folks, I grew up.
Thank you, Jordan.
So
Thank you, Scott.
you get to be that age
Hi, okay.
in life where you hang out with your friends and you're too young to drink, but you're too old to just sit there and just kind of like do whatever. So you start hanging out with your friends and you guys go for drives, like on back roads in your car, and you start listening to music and you drive really fast into the wilderness and this and that. And me and some friends, a guy by the name of Brian Petrak and Linda Elick and a bunch of other people.
Mike Patton says Mike Myers suffered trauma in the womb. Definitely a trauma victim.
Yeah. We used to go riding through the back hills of Zelienople in the middle of nowhere in Butler County, Pennsylvania, listening to Pantera and Cemetery Gates, great song. And so when I met Phil Anselmo at Days of the Dead Atlanta a couple years ago, it was just after a video surfaced online of him making some comments that weren't very popular. They shouldn't have been, but he was there. And his table, nobody was really going over to his table talking to him, but the table that I was at was direct line of sight to where he was. And I was starting to do these things called grim interviews. And I said, you know what, screw it, man. I'm going to go talk to Phil Anselmo.
Go ask him.
I'm going to go talk to him. And so I braved it. I went over and I said, hey, man, big fan, loved your music.
Birthday in 2 days.
And I'd love to interview you. And he agreed. Now, in that video, you ready for this? All of you. Okay. Ooh, I've got another question. This one is not going to spin as quick.
Because I got a question for you after that.
500 people in the chat tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Who here is a Patreon member of the Grim Life Collective? Type it in. Say me. Patreon members, shout out. Who here is a Patreon member? We have a huge thank you to you guys. You guys make a lot happen because of you guys. We're getting arthritis because we're handwriting postcards to you, but we love you for taking the time. If you don't know what a Patreon member is, you can join for as little as $1 a month. There are different tiers where we will send you postcards,
Yeah.
handwritten from us,
Yeah.
different pictures,
Yeah.
prints, and stuff like that.
No, honey, it's
$1.
fine. It's fine.
If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But if you do, awesome. In that video with the interview with Phil and Selmo, the girl sitting next to me is the very, very first Patreon member of the Grim Life Collective.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And it just so happened she was a huge fan of Pantera, and
That's
she came to
awesome.
that Days of the Dead horror con to meet me, like Daniel Beckham did. And she was giddy, like geeking out. And
That's
you know how I
awesome.
am whenever I
Yeah.
meet famous people. I'm like, let's just go say hi. I don't care.
Let me ask you this question really quick, because we actually got
Thank you.
someone who donated through PayPal and attached a comment to it, or
Okay.
attached a question. So this is from Nazrawi. I'm
Thank you,
sorry if I don't
Nazar.
pronounce that correctly. He asked, can you remember how long you guys been into horror since you were kids, or is it something that you came across? Happy Halloween. I think it's safe to say that we both actually became horror lovers at a young age.
Mhm.
I think it's something that we both fell in love with very early on.
I remember my very first horror movie. How's that? I was probably
I don't even remember my first one.
6 or 7 years old. And for those of you, if you're here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, growing up, my mother would take us to the Crafton Ingram Shopping Center in Crafton, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh, to a place called West Coast Video. And she would say, rent whatever you want, anything. Rent whatever you want. You can watch it. So I rented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it was that.
Oh, Sister
And I
Dora.
rented,
Hi. Hi,
um,
Manila.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I remember sitting up at night. My sister was on the floor, like sleep next to me in the living room. We lived in a place called 47 Fountain Street. And I was up, all the lights were out, and I put in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the very opening scenes of that movie is a sunspot, like a sun going off. And the entire living room lit up red. And I sat there and I went,
Oh, that's so cool.
I was hooked.
Amanda Kohler says, I'm going to say goodnight now, Michael and Jessica. I perform on a Renaissance Festival pirate band, and we're doing a photo shoot in the morning. Dude, that is cool. Have
That's
a good
awesome,
night.
Amanda.
Get lots of rest, man.
Have a lot of fun.
So, like,
I want to see pictures of video. If you have like video on YouTube, please send it to us because I want to see your pirate band.
oh, dude. Abra Cassandra says, my first horror movie was Jurassic Park because my mom didn't want me watching anything scary. Then she allowed me to watch her VHS copy of Nightbreed, and I was hooked. Still my fave horror till this day. Dude, Nightbreed, I mean, it's so weird because a lot of the movies that are coming out nowadays where people are like obsessing over them, one of them is Nightbreed. Growing up, I obsessed about that movie too, and I never really ran into other people who loved horror as much as I did until I got much older, like past my teen years. And which is funny because I was like one of the only goths in my town at the time. But I loved horror more than the guys did. I was darker than a lot of other people, but I can't remember what my first horror movie was because I didn't consider a lot of things horror.
Horror?
Like if it didn't scare me, I didn't think it was a horror movie. But I'll tell you the first and only movie to scare me in a movie theater.
Bambi.
Event Horizon.
Scott
Event
brought up a
Horizon,
really
man.
great point. He asked, if you want to, how do you become a Patreon member? In the description of all of our videos, you will find links. Every video, you will find links on how you can become a part of the Grim Life family. Whether it's donating $1 and joining our Patreon club, $3, $5, $10, or whatever you want, or if you buy a t-shirt or decide to donate via
very
PayPal,
cool.
every single cent that you send the Grim Life Collective, like St. Louis Anger, $4.90. I met Phil many times. He's a great guy. Pantera changed my life. Pantera was phenomenal.
Hi, Vermont.
Every single cent that goes to the Grim Life Collective goes into the gas tank and 2 videos to you guys. Every single cent. So get ready.
I know that I watched a lot of horror movies growing up, but I don't know which one was my first one. But one of my earliest memories of a film, period, was The Dark Crystal. And you almost have to consider that a horror movie because it is so dark to be a children's movie. And I feel like that's really what got me into
Sky Demolisher.
horror movies and
Yes.
things like that. Is I grew up on a time when movies were not afraid, for children's films were not afraid to be dark, especially Jim Henson. They were a little bit dark early on.
Ooh.
I don't know. The Dark Crystal has lasted with me my entire life, and I guess it's my number one love.
Ooh.
The Dark Crystal, Legend, and Bram Stoker's Dracula are my top 3 films.
I'm gonna blow your minds.
The Evil Dead hasn't aged well.
Shush your mouth, Is it Tom Patton?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys 2 things that's going to rock your world. You ready for this? Some of you guys may know what I'm about to tell you. Awesome. But I guarantee you there's people in this chat room that have no clue. Tramps down. 44 minutes and 35 seconds. The first
okay,
piece
man.
of information.
I'm already in love, yeah.
First piece of information. Evil Dead.
Thank you, Susan.
Evil Dead
Susanna.
2. An Army of Darkness. I know most of us have seen these movies countless times. Did you know technically, there's a prequel,
To what?
Evil Dead?
Yeah, I think you told me about this before.
So Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and the gang, in order to make Evil Dead, they made a movie before that, like a short film that they used as like a pitching tool. It was called, Into the Woods or In the Woods? In the Woods or Into the Woods? I can't really remember.
So it's like an independent.
It's very, very, very grainy, and you can find it. I might be able to find it on YouTube, but there is a movie that came out before Evil Dead.
Comment for you. So Jordan Thacker asks, how was the move to California been? Pros and cons included. I really don't have any cons yet.
No cons. I love everything about California.
Yeah.
The only con is
When we're away for too long, we're like, we gotta go home.
the only con I can think of, there's not enough hours in the day to explore how
you,
awesome this
Julie.
place is. I love it.
Yeah.
I have nothing but good things to say about it. Now keep in mind, Jessica and I are the least political people in the entire world.
Correct.
Most comments from people who do not like California all revolve around political ideas. We don't care about any of that. All we're concerned about is our relationship, us, and exploring this life together. That's it. So with that being said, we're having a great time.
I just got another donation comment from Pat's Paper Crafts. They said, I hope you received my ghoul mail. Pat's Paper Crafts, happy Halloween.
Well, thanks, Pat's Paper Crafts.
We haven't gone to our post office box in about a week or so.
We're going to go on Monday.
We're going to go on Monday. I don't think that we have received it yet, but I will keep an eye out for it, I promise.
Yes. So thank you for donating via PayPal, Pat's Paper Crafts. It means the world to us. Thank you so freaking much. You guys ready for the next piece of information that's going to blow your mind?
What?
How many of us, a show of yes, give us a big shout out, light up the screen, make it rain with yeses. How many of you have seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show starring Tim Curry? How many of you seen it? Let me know.
I would say almost everybody has.
Right?
Yeah.
If somebody says no, you got to change it. If you say no and you haven't seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, turn off our stream, go watch it.
Some people
join us
don't
next
like
week.
musicals. That is technically a musical.
So yes.
I like musicals. I was raised on musicals.
You guys ready? I'm going to blow your mind. You ready for this? For all of you who've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show and love that movie, did you know that there's a sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show? It's called
that one passed so fast.
It's called Shock Treatment. It's a sequel.
No, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Mark Dreskovich.
Hello and happy Halloween from Vermont. Love you. We're going to be in Vermont in October.
Did I say that right? Dreskoviches? Gaviches?
Thank you, Mark.
I think I'm saying it right.
Robert Blick. Hey, Jessica, when the movie is over, can you show your Boyle the birthday video?
What birthday video? When the movie is over, can you show your Boyle birthday video? I don't know what the birthday video is.
I don't know what the birthday video is, Robert Blick. But yes, Shock Treatment. It's not as good as the first one, obviously. It's not as
Oh,
classic,
it's going so fast. You made everybody comment, and I can't keep up with it.
but it is a lot of fun. It's
Good
got
night,
some
Scott.
good music.
We love you, Pumpkin.
Mr. Scott, have a good night. Help keeping those two glorious
Wait,
people.
have I seen Shock Treatment yet? I know we talked about it.
I don't know if you've
I don't
seen
think
it.
I've seen it.
I play the music whenever we're on a road trip.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. A lot of people don't know that one. Let's do the time warp again. Oh, my favorite musical. Dude,
Thank you,
that's
Lily.
hard because not only do you have musicals, but then there's Disney movies which count as musicals. And asking me which one is my favorite is really, really hard. Hi, Australia. I don't know if I can answer that one, man. Hey, Black
Bitching
House
in the kitchen or
Creations.
crying in the
SoCal, you guys are doing
bedroom
a great job.
all
Keep it up.
night.
Thank you so much, Black House Creations. Oh my god, you guys! So Black House Creations make these like horror phone cases and like keychains and stuff like that. If you ever wanted something that has a massive
Thank
one
you,
eye
Blackcraft.
and like really gnarly teeth and stuff like that, like made out of resin.
Black House
Like,
Creations. I'm sorry.
What'd I say?
I think you said it right.
Black House Creations. Go find them on Instagram.
That's where I've seen that.
Like, yeah, I showed you their phone cases and you fell in love and you're like, you have to have one of those. And I was like, yeah, I think you do. They're I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like the coolest shit I have seen, man. You gotta go check them out.
If you can, reach out to us
It's like
on.
custom phone cases and stuff like that. You know,
I have to find them on Instagram.
Yeah,
Black
I
House
follow them.
Creations.
I
You follow them?
Mm.
I'll look for you guys.
I've even said hello to them. Mm.
Honk honk. I'm really bad. Like so, a lot of times whenever I go
He
on
misses a lot on
yeah.
Instagram.
You see the chat room. This is how
Yeah.
my notifications on my social
Yeah,
media happen.
mine don't fill up so bad.
They
but
go quick.
Amanda Kohler, I just sent you guys a link to my Parapet Petty Nappers. Awesome. We'll check that out, honey. Thank you so much. Steve092 says, big fan from Pittsburgh. Come back anytime soon.
Yes.
We'd love to meet you guys. I'm hitting up the Night of the Living Dead 1990 and Creepshow locations this week. That is awesome, man.
We are going to be in Pittsburgh the second week of October. We're gonna be doing some filming in October. My family's there. We're trying to get.
Oh, Tony, thank
Hold
you.
We're trying to get a meet and greet set up in Pittsburgh, PA. So be on the lookout for that. Excuse me. What Tony said?
He said, have some British pounds. Love your content.
Well, thank you, Tony.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
If the world continues to behave and opens up and surpasses this crisis that everybody's going through, we will be in the UK July of next year.
Jordan
I'm a man of my
Thunder
words.
asks, have we been to Michigan before? And I have not.
I've been to Michigan once.
Mm-mm.
There's one thing that there's a lot of things I want to do in Michigan, but there's one thing that has always interested me about Michigan. And every time I hear Michigan, I always think of something called the Paulding Light. I want to visit it.
Drew Dougherty asked a good question. He asked if we're going to visit the grave of outlaw Jesse James since we
Yes.
did Billy the Kid. And that is correct. So he is up near where I grew up, and we just haven't been able to get up that way yet. But it
Yes,
is
Kathy.
on the long list of places that we absolutely plan on going to.
Kathy asks if we got our vaccine. Yes, we
Yep.
did. We
Fully
have
vaccinated.
we had the
Thank you,
Moderna shot.
George.
We've had our both shots for probably about a month now or more.
David Vatu. Question, Mr. Grimm, where did you get the Ghostbusters shirt?
So the Ghostbuster shirts that I have I have 3 Ghostbuster shirts. 2 of them are from Halloween Horror Nights 2019. One of them was available to the public. The other one was available
Thank you,
only
Happy
to
to
Scream team members, the people who worked Halloween Horror Nights. There's another one I got that I don't wear that often, and
Oh,
the
it's so
Ghostbuster shirt has the
Grinch.
emblem, the ghost with the cross out. The
We
cross
love
out
that.
is, instead of red, it's a green slime. I got that one from 5 and Below a couple Halloweens ago.
Sweet child of mine.
Ooh. Favorite? I like asking you questions because I like seeing all the answers.
Oh, but it makes
This one's gonna be a
you do this
typer.
on purpose.
I want to hear it. There's 460 plus people in this chat room tonight. I know you have a favorite song by them.
Oh god.
Tell us
Oh,
your
gosh.
favorite Guns N' Roses song.
gosh.
I'm gonna see if any one of your favorite songs is my favorite song. I have a favorite song. Do you know what it is? Tell
No,
us
I
your
don't.
favorite Guns N' Roses song.
I don't remember it.
I'm gonna see first person who gets
Really
the one that I love
quickly,
the most.
People keep asking about my ears, and we did a
Ayatollah
video
of Rock and Rolla. That's
on
it. It's my
Halloween
favorite.
Depot pop up, where we met Terrifier, the actor who played Terrifier.
Mhm.
It's something like Boutique by Eunice or something like that. Go onto that video and you can actually see me buying these. I just cannot remember the name off the top of my head. It's about maybe 5 videos back. It's one of the recent ones where we did a pop-up, and you'll find out what the name of the maker is. She makes a lot.
A couple people have said it.
November Rain.
No, I mean there's a lot of November Rain, a lot
Hi,
of Patience. My
I'm
all-time
Norwegian.
favorite Guns N' Roses song is Rocket Queen. Every time that song comes on, I scream it. I have so much fun when that song comes on. Love it. Yeah.
I'm really terrible at knowing the names of songs, but like, you know, yeah. Dan son of a bitch. The
Dan
eyes throw me
Gwynot.
off. Gwynot? Is it Gwynot?
Gwynot.
I don't know.
Who's your favorite horror movie director? Mine is the legendary John
Ooh.
Carpenter. Also, you guys are the best. Love your channel. Now, here's the thing. When
That's
it
a
comes
hard
down to it,
question.
I love all kinds of movies and I
We
love
love Metallica.
I love all kinds of movies and I love all kinds of directors. But
Yes,
the
Child's Play is a horror movie.
two directors that I love the most are George Romero and John Carpenter. Now, with that being said, John Carpenter, I thoroughly enjoy and love and obsess over his movies more than anybody else. So I'm going to say John Carpenter is my favorite director of all time. John Carpenter.
John Carpenter, Wes Craven, God damn it. See, my brain doesn't do well with like names.
Pastor Van says, what would be your favorite
we have
car?
his signature, and I can't think of what it is.
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker, thank you.
My favorite, if I could go, I want this car right now. It would be a 1949 chopped Merc. That'd be my dream car.
Oh, I love just about everything by Slash, says SSH.
Years ago.
Do you have a Slash story? You have a story for everything.
Years ago, I saw Billy Idol in concert, and opening for Billy Idol was Slash's Snake Pit, and oh my god, I could not wait for that to be done. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
I would love to go to Norway one day. My dad's family is from either Norway or Scandinavia, and it's really terrible that nobody can remember which one. So all of my dad's family is like up in Northern America, like up by the Canadian border, and I've only met them once. And my dad passed away when I was 17, so I can't really ask him anything because we're not in touch with his family. I've always been told that I'm Norwegian from my father's side, but it's very possible that I am Scandinavian. Or, you know what? It could be any of the Viking countries because I can't talk to my family to ask them directly. Well, you know what I mean? Like, not Scandinavia, but the Netherlands. It's either Norway or Netherlands.
I think what was your first concert, Jessica?
I know there's ones that I don't remember.
My first concert was Neil Young. I saw Neil Young at Starlight Amphitheater in Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. I
don't know what
hey, baby.
my first one was.
Baby.
What?
Fuck, never mind. I was going to tell a joke, but I couldn't remember it. What's this?
Our filming location for A Sweet Child of Mine was in Huntington Park, California, my hometown, and also for his Terminator location.
Honk, honk. Well, thank you, Mr. Poe, for the tidbit information. I did not know any of that, so thank you.
Yeah, my dad's family is from either Norway or the Netherlands, and my mom's family is from Northern Ireland. We actually did the whole 23andMe. Of course, I have a little bit of British because they raped all of Ireland and many other places. I don't remember. It's on my phone somewhere.
Have a good night,
It
Kim,
didn't
Mary,
pinpoint
Keenan.
where in like the Viking territories, which it didn't pinpoint exactly. It just gives you that like broad, you could be from one of these. It's like, thanks for not helping.
Mine said Antarctica.
It did not.
It did. It said Michael is 99% penguin. That's why
Not possible. You hate the cold. No, you love the cold. You are a penguin.
I just don't like birds. Technically, the birds. The only bird I like is a chicken finger.
I want to do the other one, not the
Tramp stamp.
23andMe, but there's another one that's like very
5730.
specific on what your heritage is, and it will actually tell you like where your DNA comes from. And I want to do that one. I don't remember. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, or I don't remember.
Excuse me.
I identify as a body pillow, but Ancestry says I'm 95% hallucinating. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Yeah, I just, I really don't know anything about my heritage. I was raised completely American. I know that my grandparents or my great-grandparents on my mother's side came over on the boat, and their name was O'Hara, and they were forced to drop the O from their last name and became Haride. And my father's family, basically my dad's dad went to prison for crimes against the family, and then so nobody talks to his side of the family, and I know nothing about his side of the family. All I know is that they were of Viking descent, however you want to put it, Netherlands, Norway. I've heard Norway a lot, so I keep repeating Norway, but then someone later on said it was actually Netherlands, and so now I have no fucking clue. All I know is that when I met his grandmother once, I could not understand her because it was not English. And that's all I know. That's all I know. 100% Tasmanian devil, but do you do the... Mine was Oingo Boingo. Look on my Instagram page. Bongtos. I will take a look. Thank you, Robert. Dutch. Yeah, see, I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it because I could look into it and track down family, but I've made that decision not to after hearing what the history was. So
here's the thing about this, man. And like,
yes, I'm very pasty white, basically. Yeah.
So the only family that I talk to on my side of the family, right? Married is my dad and my sister.
Yeah.
But I have like uncles, I have nieces, I have nephews and all this jazz.
Love type of negative.
And like, it always seems throughout the years that it's always been like me who's reached out and be like, hey, how you guys doing? Hey, how you guys doing? And then it's just,
oh, that's cool, Cliff.
every now and then I would get like something back from them, but like you just get tired of just reaching out to people, like it's kind of sad really, but I don't know. Like I just don't have the energy for it. Everybody lives their lives, but I remember growing up.
Into it.
I remember growing up when my grandma and my grandfather were alive. It was a big, big deal. Like we would go to these camping trips. We would go. I was telling you about those. Like
Dustin just asked a really good question, but go on.
And it was just like anytime that there was something, we'd get together for dinner. There was so many reasons to celebrate back in the day, before I was born, when I was born, and we as a society don't do that anymore.
It depends on how tight families are. That a lot of that starts in the home, and in today's day and age, both parents are often working or just dysfunctional, or what have you. But not everybody grows up the way that we grew up, and a lot of times these days, which is another reason why we do these live chats, as one of the reasons why we started these live chats, is that a lot of people nowadays don't have healthy family relationships, and the family you choose ends up being your close-knit family, and that's how we feel with you guys. This starting the chat came out of trying times for all of us, and we just wanted to
Well, I mean, and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
That's
I
part of it.
agree.
It's
You
not the
guys are
entire-
family and
yeah.
stuff like that, but like, how
Yeah.
how often do you talk to your actual family? You know, for whatever reason, you know what I mean? Like when we moved here and we started hanging out in the different cemeteries, we've seen a lot of families, most of them like, you know, Latino families,
Mhm.
just like doing
Camping
things
out.
together,
Yeah.
camping, like visiting families, just having dinners, like getting
Yeah.
together at least once a week with your loved ones just to have a meal, sit down and just freaking talk.
Mhm.
You know, not many people do that anymore. There's a lot of people out there who don't have anyone, who don't.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why Jessica was saying, like, we started doing this around the holidays is so we can be that family for people,
And Grim
because
Life,
not
I
many people
trust.
have that
Love
anymore.
your videos. Thank you so much, Petey.
Thank you, Pete.
Like you, I have extended family. I have a sister. I have nieces and nephews, etc., etc. I am close to my mother. We don't talk as often as she would like because, you know, we do get really busy and we travel a lot, so we don't have connection everywhere we would like to have. And, you know, I'm often really tired or handling stuff. But I don't talk to anybody from my family except for my mother because it's never been a healthy relationship. It's always been very toxic.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm adamantly one of those people that believes that just because they're your blood doesn't mean that you have to have them in your life. If they are not good for you, or if they're very toxic people, whether they're your parent or your sister or whoever, you're not obligated to have them in your life. And your family, your lasting family, often is the family that you choose. And I think that a lot of us can say that. And if you happen to grow up in a healthy family dynamic, then you are very lucky, and please don't take that for granted. And there's nothing wrong with having a happy family dynamic. Just most of us are jealous.
I didn't mean it like that, Daniel. Latino. That's what I meant. But it's weird. Like, you know, I remember every family has those moments where somebody says something stupid, or somebody says something and they hurt somebody's feelings, and then they don't talk to that person for years often, you know, whether it's son and parent, siblings, or something like that. And it's weird. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, you need to put up with that kind of stuff.
Never.
But at what point in history, in life, did it go from I am gonna put up with it, and we're just getting together because we're family, and family is thicker than anything, to the point where it's like, you know what? All I have is me and this one other person. Screw the rest of the family because they're mean, or they said some horrible things.
Family. That's absolutely right.
No,
Pete.
I know. And I'm not saying that, you know, it's right or it's wrong. It's just, if you think about it, like, go back to, like,
you shouldn't be forced to stay in a company that's just going to do nothing but bring you down or not support your
I'm
life
not
choices.
saying you should. All I'm saying is, at what point, you know, think about, you know, at what point did it transition? The history of it. Like,
it's a generational thing. You've seen a lot of things.
It's a generational thing.
You've seen a lot of traditions fall off because they're toxic. You see a lot of relationships fall apart because people are coming to an understanding where you're no longer obligated by, you know, not being able to either support yourself or leaving the home at an early age, or being guilted into whatever. Because nowadays with social media and everybody working anyway, it's not the 1950s anymore where, oh my God, you're going to be shamed and disrespect if this whatever happens, you know, and all these things have happened throughout time. You know, I think that's always been happening in one form or another.
It's a generation thing. My grandparents died in 2000, like the early 2000s, before 2005. And when my grandparents died, my family stopped talking to each other.
Yep, happened to a lot of families.
And it was because my grandparents weren't there to hold it together. Like, for the most part, whenever I said, like, think back to, like, whenever the transition point, most people stayed in touch because the grandparents wanted it. So that's all. People move around, people move on. It's just times change, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. I'm not saying, yeah. I mean, yeah. People keep asking me what my favorite Tales from the Crypt episode. I already answered that. I went into a long spiel about it, actually. My favorite, but I will say this again. My favorite Tales from the Crypt story is Demon Knight. I love that.
I love the night. I love Demon Knight as a movie. My favorite Tales from the Crypt episode, though. Man, that's really hard. Everything for me is hard because when you have something like Tales from the Crypt, who has over 100 episodes, how can you choose one? There's not any specific one that stands out in my memory.
I know my favorite.
Go for it.
So the guy who was Joe Platano, he was in Goonies and he was also in The Matrix. Always had like a bald head. He played one of the brothers, one of the Fratelli brothers in the Goonies.
Aww.
He was in I can't remember his name, Joe Platano, or I can't remember. He was in an episode where he was a carny. Like he would bury himself alive, and he had
I think I can
9
remember that one,
lives,
yeah.
and then he misread the lives, and he eventually ended up dying.
I do remember that one, yeah.
I love that story.
Johnny F.A. says, my sis and I do Island of Misfit Toys Christmas for people who can't travel home or must choose new family. Our bio family is close, lucky, and pass it on. That's really awesome, man.
Yeah, Pantoliano.
I'm a
Joe.
misanthrope, not very people-oriented. I don't advocate that lifestyle, though probably very unhealthy, says Mike Patton. Some people are peoples. That's so hard to say. I love people and I hate people. I love people and I hate people. I love people and I hate people. I have a love-hate relationship with humanity. You know, humanity often breaks your heart, but also like gives you hope. We're all in the same skin, but some of us are shitheads.
Okay.
What can you say?
Favorite creep show story? Ooh, Jesse, that's a good question. Mine is we actually visited the filming location. It was the segment of the raft from Creep Show 2. My favorite episode from Creep Show 1 is The Crate. I am obsessed with Fluffy. I love Fluffy.
You know, Jennifer
Mark,
asked a really good question. She asked, what is a favorite Halloween costume we've ever dressed up as? And, you know, we talk about that a lot, actually. That growing up, we both grew up from poor families. And buying a Halloween costume was not an option for us as a kid. So we were always going to, like, you know, the drugstore or Walmart on, like, the very last day, finding the little tidbits of half costumes that have been torn open, the ones that were on clearance, and putting something together, and then we would make it into like an original character kind of idea. But we never, you know, growing up, that was just how we did it because we didn't have the money to put into like a disposable Halloween costume. That was just not an option. But at the same time, you know, trick-or-treating was a big part of our Halloween activities, and that never dampened my spirits. You know, I didn't care that it couldn't be the out of the package brand new Halloween costume kid, because we wouldn't even care about the candy anyway, right? And I always loved just going house to house because back then a lot of people still decorated a lot in my neighborhood. So, you know, I just wanted to get something on and run out the door, and half the time I didn't care because I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. On Halloween, it was always either one or the other or both. Freezing, like bitter freezing cold, or it was raining, or it was both. So you really didn't even get to see the costume. You had it on under like a heavy jacket anyway, you know. So maybe that's why I didn't really care. But I grew up poor. I think I was aware of that as a child, and it didn't bother me. You know, I didn't care what people thought. It was a condition, not who I was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mr. Sad Pants.
Well, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not sad.
Okay.
Just watching the movie.
Yeah, it was always freezing or raining or both.
Annie Bella ever traveled to Europe? We have not.
Milwaukee. Ooh, that sounds painful, man.
Our plan is to hopefully next year, depending on if things open up, to be in the UK around July, but we shall see.
Sean
Depends on the world.
Love the new videos, guys. Love the music you use in the edit, and the place was really cool. Good to see you guys again. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you so much. How do you pronounce your last name? Is that Suominen? Suominen? I hope I'm saying that right. Unfazed review. Hey guys, love you guys. Was just watching Tales from the Crypt last night, the Christopher Reeve Cannibal Diner episode. LOL. We posted our interview right away. We will check that out. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, unreal. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you posted that yet or not.
Terry Roberts says, I'm late. I love you guys. Glad you guys make it home. Love the Shining videos. Hugs. Thank you so much. The Shining video, that was fun seeing snow in July. Go ahead and tell them about Unfazed Review.
So Unfazed Review is a YouTube channel that we met at Mad Monster Party, and we sat down with them. We did
many hugs.
We did an interview with them. We did 2 interviews that day.
Yeah.
That weekend. And the first one was with Unfazed Review, and they were really, really awesome people. I haven't watched the interview yet, but I guess it is open, or it is on their YouTube channel. So go to YouTube after this, or in a different screen. Don't leave us just yet. And type in Unfazed Review, UNFAZED review. Or is it reviews? Unfazed Reviews.
Scroll up. My tablet's broken.
We should be on there somewhere. Just a little like sit down Q&A.
Review.
While we're at Mad Monster Party in Phoenix, Arizona. Good guys, had a lot of fun, very respectful, and thank you guys for sitting down and talking with us about that.
Hi, Dejanira. Bean Croc. And that's all I have to say about that.
So The Shining,
man.
we have some pretty heavy hitting filming location videos coming out very soon. I'm working on them, trying to get them. The filming location videos take a long time to edit. There's a lot that goes into them, and lining up things and timing and finding clips and getting past copyright, stuff like that. So they're coming.
Let me tell you, Mocane. They say Jessica was the Birds location colder than the Shining one, and it was by large amounts. So when we went to the Shining, it was still like in the hundreds outside of where that resort is. But when you get up to the resort, because they make their own snow and stuff like that,
70 degrees.
It was like 70 at the resort, but we were sweating. Like, it was so hot. We thought because of the cold, it was going to be like in the nice 50s, maybe lower. Dude, no. I was regretting the choice that I'd made in wearing warm clothing. I was wearing like fleece-lined leggings, and I could barely keep my clothes on. I had no other choices. But like by leaps and bounds, where the Birds filming locations is a seaside town, and it was freezing, and the wind was unmatched by anything I've experienced so far, which of course makes it worse. Trans Amp. I wouldn't say that we were disappointed by Mount Hood. It's just
1 hour 14 minutes.
It's a completely different experience. You know, that's the movie magic thing, though, is that they build this image, this experience that you think if you go up there, you're going to see the same thing. And what they've done is they've taken a scene like this and they've cut it down to that. And so you build up a feeling and all that around it. And it's really completely different, but it's still cool in its own way. Yeah, a lot of people love that we actually threw snowballs at each other. I didn't want to actually try to hit him with the snowball. Someone told me that I suck at throwing, and I was like, well, yeah, because he's holding a camera.
No, she threw it hard. She was like, I'm going to hit you seriously with my snowball. And I was like, yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's not reflective of my skills. I would like to think that I can throw a snowball. I mean, I probably can't, but that's okay. Oh, let's see. Trying to find some questions here. It was moving by so quickly.
Thank you, Anime. Somebody asks, what we use to edit our videos. I use Final Cut Pro. I absolutely love that, and I usually edit very quickly. We try to get a video out every single day. Sometimes that doesn't work, and it's not because it takes so long to edit. It's just some of them are more in depth than others.
You know, I lost the name. I saw the question really quickly, and then I lost the name. Ultra Phoenix 85 asked, if you came to Australia, what would you like to see? And hi, Sweden. Hi, Lars. We've owned a hearse before, Pastor. I'm going to be really honest. I don't know enough about Australia, and at least Australia's attractions and their Australia cities. I don't know enough about it to have any idea. I would probably be like a really big tourist with that, because I know a little bit about the oceans and things like that.
You know the movie Wolf Creek?
Give me that.
Oh, I got it. You know the movie Wolf Creek?
I know about Wolf Creek, and I know that a lot of
Wolf Creek
Australia,
it's
is
based off of
just
a real
open.
killer.
Yes, I know. It's like having the deserts here, but what you've seen in movies as deserts. And that's really not what it's like out here. And I probably want to see like wildlife, but I wouldn't know where to go.
Kangaroo.
I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about Australia, and honestly, anything. If I'm being honest.
Stir of Echoes is a great movie. I love Stir of Echoes.
Wolf Creek was really messed up, and the true story behind those murders is really wild. If you go and read about the murderer and his experience, or not even experience, but trying him and how much time he spent in jail and all this stuff, like it was wild, man. I don't think they could ever actually like prove he did it, but they thought they had enough evidence, and like he kind of sat around in jail for a while, but then he got let out and then retried. It's a whole thing, and I'm not really like well versed in it. The Beards is a funny band from Australia. Check them out on YouTube. Will do, man. Thank you. How do I decide my hair color? It's just whatever I'm feeling around that time. Yeah, I know he died in jail, but didn't he get out for a while? But he didn't die in Australia. I'm a little vague. I read it a long time ago, and like I have a sense of the history, but I can't remember precisely.
I did see the sequel to Stir of Echoes, Lindsay.
Died of cancer, that's right.
I don't really remember much of it, so that I couldn't tell you if it was good or not.
Blood-sucking freaks. So, okay. I have not seen Blood-sucking freaks, but it's a 70s horror movie, right? And I have a lot of issues watching 70s like exploitation type low-budget horror movies, or really their horror movies in general, because they use these piercing sounds. And I never could do it. Oh, hi, Van Hoyne. Thank you, honey. Hello from Vietnam. We love you too, and happy birthday. It's that shrieking sound. They use it, and they use it a lot. And I have audio nerve damage in both my ears, so I'm actually like partially deaf. I can't watch them, and a lot of them are just too slow for me anyway. There's something about some 70s I like and some I don't. Some I like and some I don't. Yeah, I refuse to watch that, actually, Russell. I refuse.
Good night, Bob. Thank you.
Good night, Bob. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, a lot of screaming. I have seen some of like the trailers and stuff like that. Nope, I refuse to see that one too. I can't do Serbian film, and I won't do Serbian film, and I won't do Human Centipede. I have an idea from what has been described to me, and I just do not need that imagery in my mind because things haunt me, man. There's some things that you can't unsee, and I've made the choice not to watch those two. I don't think I'll be offended. Boobies are okay. I like boobies. Bad Boy Bubby is messed up, but oddly entertaining. That one has stuck with me. That's one of the ones that haunt me, man. Bad Boy Bubby. I don't know if I want to say go watch it. I came across it the other day, but as like a VHS, and I was like, I don't know if I want to own that one or not. Ooh, favorite Japanese horror movie. Maybe Ichi the Killer, but that one's not really like really horror. Oh god, not the one with when they're all melding together. Tetsuo Iron Man, the original Ring, Ichi the Killer. I know I'm leaving some out. I think Audition was really messed up too. Japanese do really good horror. Yeah, a lot of people I think say Audition. So, Van Hein, our shop will be open and active tomorrow afternoon. We don't have the shop open right now. But you'll be able to buy everything as of tomorrow afternoon. We just got some of our shirts back in. We ship worldwide, so all you got to do is fill out your information and everything and follow all the steps because we ship everywhere. It will calculate the shipping for where you are. So Michael's birthday is actually not until the 12th.
Right. And guys, just so you know, I saw a couple people asking because I'm sitting here being quiet. I'm actually like watching the movie because it's a very cool part, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Instead of like constantly reading through it, I'm just kind of like into the scene because it's the very like twisted, most disgusting scene of the movie. And
yes, we have 2X. We have from a small to a 4X. You should get married and move into an old creepy house. Well, we're married. I think our old creepy house, I would hope, is in our future because that just sounds perfect. Happy birthday, Solcutta. Oh, I have not seen that one, Kitty Cat. Have you seen Caretaker 2012 Australian vampire movie? I haven't. I'm actually going to screenshot that because that sounds awesome. Jeremy says, love you guys. Thanks for keeping us Insomniacs entertained. I'm an Insomniac too, man. You're welcome. You know my favorite vampire comics, and this is probably just because of the time in my life when I found them. I really loved crap.
You love crap?
I can see my memory is not very good, never has been. I'm a visual person. I'm a visual memory person, so I can see the pictures, I can see the comics, and I can't think of his name. They were doing a movie with Jared Leto coming out with him doing this character, and if I'm being honest, it looked like shit. As long as they do Lilith properly, I would just Morbius. Yeah, Morbius. I love Lilith from that series so much. And you know what? You can fuck up Morbius, but don't fuck up Lilith. Dark Shadows Revival comics. I haven't seen those yet. I haven't really gotten to get into comics in such a long time because it's so much money to get invested, and then everything always branches off really badly, and then I get lost, and then I missed one, you know. Interview with a Vampire. I read the books before I saw the movies, which was great. Anne Rice could describe a wallpaper for 5 chapters, you know. Actually, probably the longest book of series that I have with vampires is going to be Laurel K. Hamilton's Anita Blake series. And if you're familiar, then high fives. Favorite type of negative song or album? October Rust. For my birthday, not last year, but 2 years ago, Michael got me the green vinyl for October Rust. And I live and die by that album. I've never had a good memory, and I actually have had a couple of head injuries as a child. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but my memory has never been good. Yeah, so our website, grimlifecollective.com, is what our shop name is, and it accepts all major credit cards and PayPal, I believe. Kindred the Embrace was really good too. Ooh, a really good vampire TV show. It was Canadian, and I'm still trying to get all of the series because it's so freaking hard. Forever Night. The soundtrack to that series alone. I have the first box set. You can only get it on DVD, and there's I think only 3 seasons of it. And just man, if you have not seen Forever Night, try to find it if you can. You probably can, and I don't blame you, but I've been searching for it myself. Oh, thank you so much, Van Hoyne. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Brian knows Forever Night. We're best friends now. Lindsay knows Forever Night. I love you too. Brian. See, I'm not alone here. You guys, oh. He calls me a nerd, but look.
You are a nerd.
My families are familiar. I have the first season, and they actually did put out a, yes, I said Forever Night. You saw it at Goodwill. Oh my God. I've been trying to get a hold of that forever. They actually put out a CD of all the music. There's 2 different CDs for that one too. Yeah, I'm always trying to track that stuff down. Oh my God. Jan. That hurts my heart. You like that? With it. Oh, lost my ears. Yeah, Forever Night. Forever Night's a good one. My tongue is not pierced. No.
What?
Awkward, isn't it?
What's awkward?
The silence. I do not know Snowtown. What do I know? What do I know? I lost it. Hold on. Let me scroll back. Was Ginger Snaps Canadian? A lot of stuff is Canadian that you don't know is Canadian.
It's so. Can I say something real quick? Real quick. About silence being awkward. All you guys are sitting there saying, hey, hey, why is Michael, like, what's wrong with Michael? What's wrong with this? I'm sorry, I was just watching a movie. Jessica was answering questions. And then I see comments in there where somebody's like, hey, Michael's great with his presentation, but Jessica, like, lightens up my night. That's all good and dandy, guys. Like, I'm sorry that I kind of zoned out for a minute because of that. Nothing's wrong with me. Don't mean to make anything awkward. It's just when there's 2 people constantly reading and constantly answering questions, you kind of get lost and it gets a little much. So there's like 3 things going on, and I got into that scene real quick. So that's all. Nothing wrong. Just want to clear that up. So people keep asking me about my tattoos. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, like, at least not right now and not anytime soon. I got a lot. There's some on my chest, there's some on my stomach, some on my back, on my legs. At least not right now. I'm not going to start lifting up clothes and talking about it. Every single one of my tattoos means something. And I don't just get a tattoo just because it looks cool. Every single one of them is a roadmap to my life. And
Jan,
yeah.
If that happens, please contact me on social media somewhere. I'm all over social media by the same name, Witchy Dame. I'll type it in the chat so you guys can see it. So if you find it, contact me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. That is, Witchy Dame is what I am under all social media. We run everything else, obviously, off of
I tag her in everything on the Grimlife Collective page.
Yeah, he tags me in literally everything. So if you ever see an image that's posted on social media and you see that people are tagged in it, that's me. Hey. What? You didn't do it. The Paul Walker video just recently, this morning, I think, passed into 1 million views.
Yeah. So now we have 2 videos on our channel that's over 1 million views.
And we're so honored, a lot of people thank us for doing that video because we actually go visit Roger's grave as well. And we know that Paul Walker is obviously known for being an actor, but it wasn't just him that died in that car, So of course we're kind of covering not just Paul Walker, but the occurrence. And it's about 2 people. So yeah. If he was buried in a different city, I would understand. But he's actually buried here in California too, and is easily to get at. So. We did Elvis, didn't we? Did we visit Elvis? No, because he's buried at Graceland, isn't he?
We did Elvis.
Is he not buried? No, it's his twin brother.
We didn't do Elvis's grave, but we did an Elvis video. We went to where he was born.
Thank you, Miss Ladies.
And the shop where he got his guitar. Miss Ladies, thank you very much. But yeah, in Tupelo, Mississippi, where Elvis was born, his birth house is there, as well as the hardware store, Tupelo Hardware, legendary story where he got his very first guitar. and he started playing, and he also went back there and performed for like the county fairs.
Okay, so he is buried at Graceland. See, I have been to Graceland a couple of times, but I was kind of young, and I couldn't remember who were all the graves that I saw there. I remember his twin brother.
Thank you, Jay.
Who died as an infant.
J.A. York. Thank you.
Aaron, I believe, or was that his middle name? Dude, look, my memory is not always the best.
Presley.
Yeah. I really like your David Lynch videos. Wish I could visit those places. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. It was pretty surreal standing outside of David Lynch's house. I was kind of hoping that he was going to like open up the door and step outside and yell at me. I want to get yelled at by David Lynch so bad, but it didn't happen. So maybe another time.
Jesse was his brother. Okay. Nightbreed is an amazing one. If I could ever make it to Norway, look, I want to go to every country. Someone asked earlier if we would make it to Vietnam. Yes, absolutely. If ever I had the opportunity, I would go to every single country if I could. I want to meet not every person, that's impossible, but I love just all cultures. There's not a place that I wouldn't want to visit and that I couldn't find beauty in and appreciate and just stand there and probably cry at how beautiful it is. I'm a lover. Lover, not a fighter. Yeah. And it's just not about seeing these places and like, their oceans and mountains and hills. It's experiencing the culture
Rider.
And like being enveloped in a society, whether it's Japan, Vietnam, England, Norway, Brazil. I want to go everywhere. Australia. I can't name every single country on the planet, guys. Please don't make me, but I would like to go to every single one of them. Yes, I would. The Nightbreed Cemetery location. I want to say because that movie was also filmed in Canada. I've never looked deeply into that one because I believe it is filmed in Canada, and I haven't gotten to go to Canada yet.
Tony asks, any hints to what's coming up? Gave a couple hints already. I told you about 2 videos that are coming. One was the Fear Street video, and the other one is
Germany would be cool.
The Mob Museum with Meyer Lansky's grandson in Las Vegas. So it's coming. It's coming.
Yes, I would absolutely love to go to Norway someday. Yeah. Filmed in Calgary. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't remember where it was filmed. I just remember finding out it was filmed in Canada and being like, well, I can't go there right now, can I? I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff was filmed in Canada, man. A lot of stuff. I'll have to look into it again.
All right, guys. Let's see here. We'd love to have you in Canada. One day we'll make it to Canada. We have a lot of friends in Canada. So a lot of you guys have seen the movie Slither. It's in the horror, the fun kind of horror. I can't get that
Horror
to say
comedy.
show. It's a bit of a classic. It's a
horror.
bit of a cult classic.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of famous people in it, and it's a darn good movie. They don't really make
I think
movies
it's really
like that.
underrated.
Yeah. I feel like it should be one of those movies that gets a special release from like Arrow or Scream Factory.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like hours if they had it, just getting a release of Slither with like a whole bunch of behind the scenes
Nathan
featurettes?
Fillion was a trickster on set. I remember that. I remember seeing some behind the scenes, and every
Thank you,
time
J.A.
he
York.
could, he would sneak his name onto the set somehow and then like reveal it as like a joke. Nathan Fillion.
Today we also mentioned, we started talking about different ways that you can donate, whether it was what do you call it, super chats or buying t-shirts or buying stickers or PayPal or even joining our Patreon club. Please don't ever think that we're trying to do this whole commercial like you guys got to do this, help support it, this and that. It does help. It does support the Grim Life, but
Cameo.
But and we also have Cameo. That's right. Somebody said that they would love to donate money, but they can't. Instead, they can just give us likes and views,
which is wonderful.
That is the most important thing that you guys can do. If you enjoy our videos, like the videos, watch the videos from beginning to end, share them with your family, share them with your grandma, share them with your enemy.
Thank
Just
you, sweetheart.
enjoy them. It means the world to us more than anything if you enjoy them and you show up and you like them and you leave us a comment saying, hey, this video was out of this world. So please continue doing that.
I think our Patreon link is really just patreon.com/GrimLifeCollective. You know?
Everything across all social media is Grim Life Collective,
Hey,
except
Brian.
for Twitter. Twitter is just Grim Life. That's
Grim
it.
Life. But if you start putting in Grim
How you doing,
Life
Brian?
Collective, Grim with 2 M's, it probably is automatically going to pull up our account anyway, because there's not a lot of companies or people out there who use Grim with 2 M's. So you just have to start typing it out, and usually it pops right up, and you don't have to type the whole thing out anywhere, really, because I've done it when I've tried to get links for people, and it's usually pretty easy. Thank you, Dean Brandt. Thank you so
Dean.
much.
With that being said, we hope that you really enjoyed tonight's movie. If you haven't seen Slither, you're welcome. And if you watch the ending of it with the whole melting together of human beings,
Plush dolls.
it's pretty fun. If you haven't seen Slither and you chose to watch us, I recommend going back and watching the movie because it is surely a treat.
Oh, Classically Deceased. Hi, honey. Didn't see you there.
Hello, Classically Deceased and Stoner Cat. With that being said, guys, we're going to get off here. Call it a night until next week. We're going to be in town for the next couple weeks. We're kind of done traveling for now. We're going to regroup, get everything edited, so you're going to be seeing a lot more.
Get the store open,
Yeah.
and so I have time to ship out to you guys. Because we always shut down the store while we're on the road. That way, orders don't sit around forever waiting to be processed. Thank you, Violet.
So you'll see us come next week, next Saturday night. Don't know what the movie will be, but we'll pick something. And we got a couple videos coming out this week, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And as always,
Mwah.
TTFN.
Mwah.
You didn't do it. I'm so happy. God damn it. Have a good night, guys.